Top on our bulletin tonight. ASU strike. Industrial court fixes date to grant injunction as Oni of Ife goes spiritual for solution. Public and private schools across Kwara State resume for the 2022-2023 academic session. Kwara State government commences homegrown school feeding to kickstart 2022-2023 academic calendar. Plus, tidbit from the world of entertainment and sport. This is News Tonight, coming to you live from the studio of NTA ILORIN. I am Ahmed Fulani. Good evening and many thanks for joining us. The National Industrial Court, Abuja, has fixed ruling on the interlocutory injunction, praying the court to compel the striking university lecturers to suspend their prolonged industrial action pending the determination of the substantive suit. The matter was filed by the Minister of Labour on behalf of the federal government. Olapode Arewa reports.
At the resumed sitting on the suit between the federal government and the Academic Staff Union of Universities this Monday, counsel to the federal government reminded the court of the pending interlocutory injunction to compel the Academic Staff Union of Universities to return to work pending the determination of the substantive matter. Counsel to ASU objected to the motion, saying there was no urgency in the federal government's interlocutory injunction, as the claimants have slept over their rights to assert urgency over a matter that has been in the last 7 months. In the bench ruling, presiding judge Justice Polycarp Aman said the matter slated for the day's proceedings was a ruling on the interlocutory injunction and should take precedence.
Irreparable losses, unquantifiable damages that are being done to the educational sector, that while this matter is going on, that the court should restrain them at the moment, let the students go back to school.
But again, as I said, our clients are most willing to have this strike called off today.
Meanwhile, the court has slated Wednesday for ruling on the interlocutory injunction, while it has slated Friday for ruling on the status of the other interested parties seeking to be joined in the suit. In Abuja, Olapode Arewa, NTA News.
Meanwhile, Oni of Ife, Oba Adejeye Ogunwose, is also worried by the persistent ASU strike and has promised to dedicate a 7-day spiritual seclusion for prayer on the strike for immediate God's intervention. Oba Ogunwose made the promise while addressing journalists before embarking on his annual 7-day seclusion right for Olojo Festival. Rotimi Akama completes the report.
The Oni of Ife, Oba Adejeye Ogunwose, who is embarking on a 7-day seclusion for this year Olojo Festival, called on Academic Staff Union of the University and the federal government to find ways of ending the 7-old strike.
The university students, they've been on strike for long, and there has never been a time I go into seclusion that God doesn't answer my prayers. So I'm appealing to ASU, I'm appealing to federal government. It's getting too much. Enough. And that's the message. Let us all come together and settle this issue.
While in seclusion, Oba Ogunwose said he will also dedicate his prayer on 2023 general election to come and end with peace.
Second thing is for election next year to come in peace. And I will appeal to these same youth because I belong to them. I'm part of them. I feel them. Everything I do is tailored towards their emancipation. Business, policy-wise, traditional things.
The 7-day seclusion was to let Oni of Ife prepare himself spiritually for Olojo Festival, where he adorned a crown for the first time in a year. From the palace of the Oni of Ife, Rotimi Akama, NTA News.
Still on ASU strike, the Kwara State Commissioner of Police, Paul Odama, has appealed to the National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, to set aside a planned protest of shutting down the airport in the southwest and Ilorin to allow the government and ASU settle their differences amicably. In a statement signed by the command spokesperson, SP Ajayi Okasomi, the CP Paul Odama, during a consultative meeting with the president and some executive members of NANS, says he was ready at all times to cooperate with the students while also expecting them to reciprocate, explaining to them the danger inherent in embarking on such economic damaging protest which could be hijacked by hoodlums like it happened during the EndSARS protest of 2020. In his response, the president of the Students' Union, Suleiman Yusuf Isa, who reiterated his unalloyed support to the Kwara State Police Command, promised not to do anything that would jeopardize the cordial relationship and the fragile peace existing in the state. Moving to education, public and private schools across Kwara State have resumed for the 2022-2023 academic calendar. Although turnout of the students in the schools monitored by NTA News was low, schools were all set and prepared for a vibrant new academic session. Here is the report. It is the beginning of a new and fresh academic calendar for students who have been on holiday for 6 weeks. Although academic works have not started, as at the time NTA News group got to the schools monitored, students were in school on time to clean their classes, while some were also busy arranging their chairs.
I would like to work very hard. My parents will also be happy when I work hard. I'm happy that I'm back in school.
We always want to be in schools to impart knowledge, because we are the only key that can make the progress of any nation.
Sensitize them on how they need to be security conscious, not speaking with strangers and the likes.
Kwara State government is not leaving no stone unturned to ensure that the education sector in the state receives the best attention needed for both the teachers and students to excel.
We are starting now, and I think by tomorrow lesson we have to start. And even in some schools, lesson starts today, so they should please release their words to go to school.
The teachers have done the skills and record of work for the 2020-2023 session, in which they are going to work on, and everybody has been put in place for the students.
I'm very happy to wake up early this morning. I couldn't even sleep till daybreak to see my children going to school. I feel great.
More reports for you after this short break. Please don't go away.
Does your toothpaste give you complete fresh protection? New Close-Up Toothpaste Complete Fresh Protection takes care of your 5 important oral care needs. It gives you strong teeth, prevents tooth holes, cleans deeply, fights bacteria, and gives you fresh breath. Complete fresh protection from Close-Up.
Shola, come and help me. You need to learn. But I'm more interested in drawing. How are you going to be part of the business if you don't learn? You just don't understand.
Morning. Anyone for some Lipton?
The rich taste of Lipton awakens body and mind. Let me have a look at your drawings. Son, these designs are amazing. Lipton Yellow Label Tea. Awaken to what really matters.
My husband, what won't be all this mess?
Mr.
Andy, what is the measure up and down?
So you know say our level don't change. Now the measure space we go contain everything where I go buy when I win my 1 million for FCMB Millionaire promo.
Win and change your levels with FCMB Millionaire promo. Just download the FCMB new mobile app to open accounts easily. Deposit minimum of 5K for the new account. Make you come visit wincity.fcmb.com to play and win. If you be FCMB customer, just deposit your 5K to your FCMB account. More deposits go give you more chance to win.
Bros, I don't open FCMB account and I don't put money inside. Hey, borrow your name. We still dey use am.
FCMB Millionaire promo, levels go change.
Good to know you are still watching News Tonight from NTA ILORIN. Kwara State government has commenced the national homegrown school feeding program in the 16 local government areas of the state. Olajide Bello, who visited some primary schools within the metropolis, has an update.
The National
Homegrown school feeding program was inaugurated in 2014 by the federal government with a view to improving the health and educational outcomes of public primary school pupils in Nigeria. The commencement of the program in Kwara State, being the 35th state to be captured, coincides with the beginning of the 2022-2023 school calendar. Now, how many pupils and schools are to be captured in the exercise? Well, the state's focal person, Bashira Abdulrazak, provides answers.
We have 16 local government areas in Kwara State, which we have about 1,456 schools that are benefiting from the program right now. About 1,667 cooks have been engaged for it, which we have 94,881 pupils benefiting for now.
The elated pupils who could not hide their joy and excitement lauded the initiative by the federal government.
Thank you, federal government. We appreciate the food. Thank you, federal government. We really appreciate your effort.
It helped the people to participate in the school because they will know that they will get food.
Thank you, federal government.
And it's been Olajide Bello reporting for NTA News. Now entertainment news. Nigerian skit maker Chukwe maker Emmanuel Ejeku, popularly known as Oga Sabinos, has said he is not soliciting for funds to repair his damaged vehicle, contrary to what is circulating on social media. Formula Familoni has the rest of the story.
Nigerian fast-rising comedian Emmanuel Ejeku, known as Oga Sabinos, who was involved in an auto crash last week, has taken to social media to denounce the information of scammers with regards to his crashed vehicle. According to him, he is contented with what he has and as such will not beg for money on social media. Reacting to the post via his verified Facebook page, the comedian described it as the work of scammers, as he does not know anything about the donations. In another development, Nigerian singer Johnny Drill, in his verified Instagram page, shared an emotional video of his recent meeting with his parents, which got reactions from his fans. The singer said he hasn't seen his parents in a long time, as this happens to be his first time visiting them in the last few years. Meanwhile, Nigerian actress and skit maker Temilade Kosoko said she gained more followers, especially on Facebook, after she posted wedding pictures and videos of herself on her social media pages. Similarly, the daughter of veteran actor Jide Kosoko later made it known that it was not a real wedding, but a prank. Fumilayo Familoni, NTA News.
And on sport, Kwara United Football Club of Ilorin have been drawn against RS Berkane of Morocco in the next round of CAF Confederation Cup, as Rivers United and Plateau United also got tough opponent. David Tuta is our guide on sport update.
Rivers United will play Wydad Casablanca of Morocco in the second round, while Plateau United will slug it out against another North African giant, Esperance of Tunisia. Remo Stars of Ikene were the only Nigerian club side who were eliminated in the first round after losing 2-1 on aggregate to their opponents.
It's a tough job for them, but it's not impossible. If they were able to put their hearts together earlier enough, make adjustments where they need to make improvement in terms of tactical and technical positions. Nigerian midfielder Alex Iwobi was voted man of the match as Everton defeated West Ham United 1-0 at Goodison Park to end a 6-game winless run. The 26-year-old provided the assist for Neil Mopey, who fired to hand Everton the only goal of the encounter in the first half. Nottingham Forest striker Emmanuel Dennis has been called up to replace Henry Onyekuru in Nigeria's squad for the friendly against Algeria after the latter sustained an injury in Adnan Demirspor's 3-0 victory over Antasiapo on Saturday. David Tuta, NTA News.
It's now time for the outlook of tomorrow's weather forecast. That weather forecast takes us to the end of tonight's bulletin. Many thanks for watching. I am Ahmed Fulani. Good night.